Ciao Juventini of the world. Ciao Sunday life. Sunday life. I love this moment. I'm waiting all the week to be 23, 11 p.m. and start a Sunday life. It's about 1 hour together with you. I love this moment. I love this moment. But before talking, I would just check if I'm live. If you hear me, yeah, you hear me. So that's good. That's amazing. So that at least that we can start. So we have already some people waiting. Thank you for waiting. Let's see who's there already. We have Muslim. We have my friend Kaden who is already here. We have Rocco. Ciao Rocco. Who do we have else? Lara. I'm waiting. I'm here, Lara. RB comes. Who's saying Grande Giuseppe? No, Grande you guys. Because as I told you, we are this morning in the video, or I did actually quite late because it's Sunday and I had some sleep to recuperate. And there were so many news every time I wanted to start recording. There another news was coming, so it was a bit crazy today, to be honest. But yeah, we just passed the 700. I believe we are now 720 something. So that's really great. Thanks to you. So I'm not grande. You are grande, guys. We have Marco Sufjan, who will be our host in the Juve show next week on Wednesday. So saying hello to everyone, that's important. Hermias is here. Look at here. Inter Merda. And I try to watch with my left eye what Inter is doing. They are losing 1-0. Ciao, Abdul Ghani. I hope you are well, my friend. So we said hello to all the people who were here. I love football. Caden is saying, I wish we had an Inter channel for the Inter fans, Milan fans too, Juventus fans. Suck to be you. I don't know if they have actually English speaking Juve, Inter and Milan things. I don't know. So we have a lot of discuss. I will show you a bit what we will discuss because I made, and that's why I was 1 minute late, guys. I will show you just 1 second and I show you what we will discuss because we have a lot. Wait, let me hide all those non-necessary things. So we will start speaking about the first info about Arthur Melo, and that was on the 25th of April. Then we will talk about the first pictures of him entering, also at the medicals. We have the first social distancing penalty. We have Anneke and Matthijs de Ligt. Look at that. Anneke was on a mission to hire Arthur Melo. She did it together with Paratici. Then we have also Arthur, who's asking not to play anymore for Barcelona. We have a new talent, Felix Correa, who did the first part of the medical. And we have the beautiful look of Cristiano Ronaldo. So that's what I want to talk about together with you. For sure, you are the bosses, so we go with the flow and we try to do it step by step. So let me know for the people who are there. I give you the chance to decide what we will start talking about. What do you prefer? Paratici and Anneke? Do you prefer the look of Cristiano Ronaldo? You want to talk about Arthur, about Felix Correa? Do you want to speak about Alaba? Whatever. Let me know and we start, and we should. So we have Yanis who joined. I'm also watching at my phone because the messages on my phone are quicker as in the program. So 1 hour with you, or we will try to do 1 hour. It can be 30 minutes or not. Let's hope that we can celebrate the win of Parma together. And now I will breathe. So what are we talking? Oh, so the first comment was asking is, we have a lot. We have Mission Arthur, we have social distancing, the switch Arthur and Pjanic. Let's talk about social distancing. That can be a great one. So I show you. Wait. No, he failed. So we have. I show you that beautiful picture. We have the first ever social distancing penalty that happened in the universe. So I don't know if you were able to see the game yesterday of Lazio and Fiorentina. Fiorentina was playing really nice football. They were scoring a goal 1-0 with Franck Ribéry, 37 years old, the guy. He's back. He played beautiful goal, deserved 1-0, and the guy was doing great. Then what happened? The game was going on, good, was fine. We Fiorentina was leading 1-0, and then at a certain moment you have that guy who received a pass, and what happened is a few seconds before contact, because it was a really small contact, but a few seconds before, the guy was jumping, actually was going on the ground, and that you see it clearly on this picture. That's an amazing picture. And that's why some Roma fans were saying the first penalty ever blown with social distancing, because they didn't touch himself. You know what was disgusting? It's not Lazio. Okay, it's not Lazio. They played, they received a penalty. It would happen to every team. It's not Lazio. It's not all the shit. It's the fact that the day after, so this morning, if you look at the papers, there was zero complaint about what happened yesterday. Nobody was saying, okay, Lazio is at -4, but dubious penalty. The penalty was not there. Normally, it should not have been blown. If that would happen with Juventus, oh my God, you can't imagine what would happen. Big pages, front pages, and today I would have commented only that episode. Nothing. I can promise you, if you see the video of this afternoon I made about the papers, nobody is speaking about that penalty. It didn't happen. It was okay. It was fine. It didn't happen. And then we have Commisso Ucurtu. In Sicilian, Ucurtu means the short one. Mr. Commisso, who was actually, he lost 3-0 versus Juventus, who was losing 2-0, and then we had a penalty versus them. He made a big scandal, being really disgusting versus Juventus, saying that Juventus was a favorite on that episode, that the refs were not correct with Fiorentina, that it was time for him to complain. So he make a whole drama. Yesterday, they were winning 1-0. They received that scandalous penalty. Nothing. He said, I prefer not to speak. It's okay. It's fine. Disgusting. And then, I would have accepted that penalty if there was no VAR. It can happen because it goes so fast when you are looking live. You said, there is a contact, there is probably a penalty, but not with VAR. Just go and watch, and you will see what happened. So for me, that's really, really, really disgusting, guy. Disgusting. I know Abdul Ghani is saying, where was VAR? Absolutely, I totally agree with that. But no Juve buys ref, Juve buy the league. Yeah, you know. Because it's not Juve, no one look at it. It is like that, and it's, for me, it's really disgusting. Big episode like that, at least, the media say that it was not penalty, and that, okay, it can happen, why not? But just saying nothing, then you really see and clearly see that the media is against Juventus. Disgusting. And I promise you, if, and I continue and keep saying that, if Lazio was first before the lockdown, I can guarantee you that we would have done the same as France, the Netherlands, Belgium. We would have stopped Serie A. I can guarantee you that. With Lazio, with the trophy, that's why we were obliged to play the game versus Inter, because they were saying and thinking that we would lost versus Inter. Didn't. We were first, and so they did everything to continue and to keep playing with Serie A. I can guarantee you that, and that's, for me, disgusting. And you see it with a penalty. I saw, and before going to the other topics, because we have a lot of topics to see today, there was something really nice. You know who we will play against the last game? It will be Roma. Roma will be one of the last game, if not the last game. So let me check. I need to check, but normally it's the last game. I will tell you immediately who will play the fixtures. So the last game of the season is Roma. I was correct. And if there is a possibility that Lazio is able to win, if they need some points, it can be, guys, that Roma will give it to Juventus. They will prefer giving it to Juventus to Lazio. Just saying that. Let's see what will happen. I'm really curious. Lazio are cheap. Juventus will win Serie A with Arthur. Yeah, maybe, but that's next year. Chicken nugget. Um, that's what I try to repeat and explain also in my thing. The medicals were today. It's official now. Arthur signed for Juventus for 5 years. Pjanic signed officially for Barcelona, but they will not be able to go back in their club. And to speak about that, I want to show you some images. And the first images, this picture that I will show you now, it's from the 25th of April. That's 64 days ago. That's really, really, really long time, guys. And I'm not, I said it, I'm not a Mercato guru. I'm not an insider. I'm not working together with Juventus. I have no news. Sometimes I listen to Romeo Agresti in some lives. He was live on the channel. We had some discussion. That's fine. But I'm not working for Mercato. But I try with the languages I speak to read all the papers I can. Spanish, French, Italian, and that makes that I'm quite quick to see what happened also in the other countries. Tuttosport reported the news on the 29th of April for the first time. Mundo Deportivo, Barcelona paper, a Spanish paper, reported it on the 25th of April, 4 days before. And that was the first time I made a video about it. It's written La Juve aprieta por Arthur, what means that Juventus was pressing for Arthur. That was the very, very, very first time that they were talking about it. So for me, when I saw the next picture that I will show you, this one actually, when I saw this one, guys, it was like, someone who was giving birth, birth to a baby, waiting 9 months in your stomach, and then you have the baby finally. Because I saw Arthur after 64 days where I covered the news, Arthur. So guys, ciao Yanis, ciao Kevin, happy that you are joining the channel. Ciao, I don't know if I have to pronounce it Hassan. Um, but guy, super happy because I saw his picture. A lot of people were angry. You have 50-50% because people saying, yeah, but he didn't want to go to Juventus. He didn't want to go there. He always said no to Juventus. Guys, it is not. If you follow the channel, I always said he never say no to Juventus. He wanted to stay at Barcelona, and I explained the reason why. 23 years playing in a top elite club, the weather of Barcelona, the city where there is a nice life. You have the sea, you have the sun, you have nice food with the paella and so on. So it's nice to live in Barcelona when you are young. And it makes sense. It was also the club of his heart. That's what they said in the past. So it makes sense that you want to prove yourself. But when he understood that Barcelona wanted to get rid of him for a profit reason, for a financial reason, then he decided to accept Juventus. So I'm really, really, really happy about that. We made some videos about it, about explaining where he can play. So if you have questions and you were not able to see, I can explain some. Romans won't forget what Lazio did when they let Inter win the Scudetto. Absolutely Muslim. So that's why I hope we don't need it. I hope not. But if possible, I would be happy if Roma give it to us. And usually, if you look at the story of Juventus, we are keen to celebrate the Scudetto in the Roma Stadium. Scudetto or Coppa Italia, or the story that says that Juventus won more trophies in the Olimpico than Roma himself or Lazio. So we were able to win more things than them on that field. Crazy, crazy. Um, so and then a nice news. That girl I will show you. She's a beautiful girl. Wait, I will put myself here. So you know that girl. She's Anneke Molenaar. She's the girlfriend of Matthijs de Ligt. And today through Tuttosport, Guido, and then Maurizio from Around Turin, they were reporting a news. They were reporting that actually what happened was that who convinced Arthur? It was Patricia. Patricia is the girlfriend of Arthur. How did she convince him to go to Turin, to Torino, to Juventus? It's because, I explain you, it's a bit, you have to follow to understand it. So, Anneke Molenaar, girlfriend of Matthijs de Ligt, is a good friend, a really good friend with the girlfriend of De Jong. Where is De Jong playing? At Barcelona. Who's playing in Barcelona? Yes, Arthur. So, Anneke was speaking with the girlfriend of De Jong about the city, about Turin, about how nice and how beautiful it is. And then she was put in contact with Patricia, the girlfriend of Arthur. They spoke a bit about the city, about the life, about the food, about the club, about everything. And that's how Patricia convinced Arthur to go there. So I can show you the next picture, and I I hope you like the picture. I was not able to show it on YouTube. I did it afterward, but here you see Paratici and Anneke on a special mission, a kind of FBI mission to convince Arthur to come to Juventus. Do I believe this? I believe they spoke absolutely. As we always said, who's the boss at home? It's the wife. Okay, if the wife say no, we don't go, and that's what happened with Zidane in the past. Zidane loved Juventus, and he still loves Juventus and Torino, but Mrs. Zidane, she wanted Madrid. Nothing could convince her to stay in Turin. She wanted to go to Madrid, and that's what happened. So, ciao, Stancio. Why Barca left Arthur to leave? Can Arthur have some injury problems on the long term? So now that I spoke a bit about the strategy and how they influence it, even if that's absolutely not the crucial point, I will answer Stancio why. But if you win 2.2 million at Barcelona and they offer you 5.5 or 5, and it can go to 7 million through the years, financially it helps, especially because Barcelona told the team that probably in the coming years they will not increase the salaries, but instead they will decrease them. They have some financial problems. So that's one thing. If you know that maybe from 2.2 you can go to 1.8, still a lot of money, yeah? But when Juventus is pushing and they give you 5.5, it's easier to say yes. So that's one reason. The rest of the question was, can he have injury problems on the long? I spoke about it in the live I made with Tactical Role, and we were explaining this, and we show a graphic where actually the last problem he had were knocks, and that's not really something muscular. So, and he didn't miss that much games. It was like one game here, one game there. There was one moment where he missed 7 games this season with Barcelona. But to be honest, it's not we can't call him a big injury-prone player. It's discussed. Yes, it's something that we have to pay attention to, but it's not really something that we have to today to worry about. But really great player. Giuseppe, can you confirm that Juve are still working to bring another midfielder? That's the plan. Yeah. Now the problem, I know that Pogba was a big priority. It started to be really difficult because Pogba is more and more playing again from Manchester United. He understood that with the salary he has, it's quite difficult for him to leave. So I'm not sure we will be able to do it. But it depends. It depends of the players we can give in exchange. Maybe Rabiot or Ramsey, or maybe both of the players. That can be something that can convince Manchester United to accept. But yes, we are working on another midfielder. Who it will be, I don't know. We are speaking about Awar, so let's see who can join and who will join. For me, Arthur should play on the left midfield. I don't want to see Matuidi in the starting lineup more in that position. Arthur is able to play there, absolutely. I don't believe today that's the plan of Juventus to start again with Matuidi on the left. I think they will try to look for someone on the left. Then, for sure, depending if they are able or not, we can still play with Arthur on the left, Bentancur as a midfielder, trequartista, sorry, playmaker, a regista, and then on the right, Ramsey. That can be a good one if we are not able to sign a new midfielder. Can be. If yes, then you will probably see Arthur on the right. And then let's see. Michael, ciao, Michael. Which player do you think should leave Juventus after this season? Um, what I want or what I think. If you ask me what I want, for sure it would be Kedira. Why? Because the guy is injured always. I said he can have a management role where he can lead J Medical. The the kind of hospital of Juventus. He's there so much. I believe he's more there than the doctors themselves. He's always there. Uh, so Kedira is one. I say hello to the people that joined also. Ciao, Michael Filetti, a friend of Malta. He joined for the Juve show last week. We have Jamal who came in. Inter now is losing 1-0. Yes, they are still losing 1-0. It's the 74th minute. So maybe we can celebrate together. Yanis joined. Yeah, I already say hello. We have Fino Alafide that joined. So ciao guys, thank you. So Kedira for sure leaving. And for the people that join, I show you this, because that's important. Mission Arthur, where our friend Paratici and Anneke, the girlfriend of Matthijs de Ligt, were convincing Arthur to join Juventus. But Kedira, Bernardeschi, I believe also. I would not try him as a midfielder. I think its time is over. We should find someone on the right. So De Sciglio, it's also the same problem. Same problem. Always injured, injured, injured. I would try to sell Rabiot. Why? Not because he played bad the first part of the season, but because his salary is really high. 7 million plus 2 million of bonus is a lot of money for someone who didn't prove nothing. If he stays, I would be okay to give him one more chance, 1 year. But the salary is so high that it's one that I want to see away from Juventus. So those are for me the most important ones, together with Rugani. But Rugani is not really a player that I want to push to go out. It's a player that 3.5 million not for playing. If he can leave, I would be okay. But pay attention, guys. I said it last time. Chiellini, is he someone that is reliable? I don't know. He wants to play one more year and maybe another year. I don't know if physically he will hold it. It's quite difficult, guys. So we have to pay attention. Demiral, let's see how he will join us. And then we have also Mohamed Farid that joined. Savic will be the best midfield if they want a great team. Problem with Savic, I said that he just extended at Lazio. It's not public yet, it's not official yet, but he extended. So I don't believe. And Higuain, yes, Higuain also. Why? Because he's a really emotional guy, and that's okay to be emotional, and I understand it. But when you have so many million and you are playing in a team like Juventus, you can't be too emotional and driven by emotion. When everything is good, then you are playing well. If you have a new competitor like Ronaldo, then you start to play a bit less good. When you have problems here, then you start to play you are not motivated if the coach is not believing in you. So that start to be, guys, a problem. Now with the coronavirus, he was not sure that he wanted to come back to Torino. At Juventus, guys, we need certainties. And then a last one that maybe I would see out if we can swap it, unfortunately, but is Costa. Costa. Why? Because for me, it's one of my favorite players at Juventus. Amazing guy. You saw the game versus Lecce when he entered the field. What a magician. Such a player, but also him. Can we count on him for a season? That's a problem. So let's see what people are saying. Kedira, De Sciglio, Bernardeschi, Rugani, out, Rabiot or Ramsey, one of both. So it's in line with what I think. Kevin is saying Matuidi, Kedira, De Sciglio, Rugani, Costa out, Kanté, Icardi, Awar in. Icardi would be nice. Matuidi, I would keep him, except if we can exchange him for Awar from Lyon, because I know there were some contacts. So that's something. Why not? I would, but otherwise, I would not sell Matuidi just to sell him, because the guy is doing really his best. We cannot complain about his motivation, and I like that. Then for sure, he can't control. He's not really good in long passes, in short passes. We know that, but he's a fighter, and I like that also. As a 25, in the 25, I would keep him. Now, for a while, I would change him. Michael is saying, what to do with Bonucci, De Ligt, Chiellini, and Demiral are fit? Who to play? So that's a really good question. I'm going with the flow, guys, because I show you the pictures I had prepared for you. Uh, the videos of Arthur, the image. We talk about this, we talk about that. What else do we have? We have the fact. Oh, I will come back on Arthur also, that he doesn't want to play for Barcelona anymore. And then we have Felix Correa, and we have the beautiful look of Ronaldo. That's really something we have to discuss about. Uh, but yeah, what to do with them? My opinion, guys, is that I really would continue to play with Bonucci, De Ligt next season. Absolutely, yes. Look at now; they are doing really fantastic job. They are zero goal conceded. They were showing a statistic who were the teams that conceded the goals after COVID, and we are the only team with zero goal after 4 games. Okay, then you had two other teams with zero goals, but it was 3 games, 2 games. So we are the only team with zero goals after 4 games. That's crazy. They are playing well. They know each other. Now you see that also De Ligt is starting to build instead of Bonucci. They change position left, right. They are able to play on both positions. So I would keep them. And Chiellini, yes, is amazing to sub in if one have a problem. He can play on the left, and on the right you have De Ligt. Why not? But I would keep that. And Demiral, let's give him some games. Coppa Italia, Lecce, games like that. Why not? And I talked with Romeo Agresti, and he asked me a really good question. Do you think, and I will ask to you also in the chat, guys, do you think that Demiral and De Ligt can play together? It was a really good question from my friend Romeo Agresti, because they are both young, they are both really aggressive. So, can they play together today? That's a big question. I was at the stadium for Juve Udinese, I believe, or Juve Genoa, I don't remember, and I saw them playing 10 minutes together, the last 10 minutes of the game. And I said, okay, those guys are the future of the Juventus, the future center backs. No discussion about that, because they are both amazing. But will it be like that? I don't know. Probably not next year. So we'll probably have to wait a bit more to see them play, because they are, again, both really aggressive, going on the man. So I believe Demiral will be the kind of new Chiellini, where De Ligt will be a bit more the new Bonucci. But you need a bit more time. So I don't see them next year being the 11 starters, but probably the year after. So that's what I hope I answered quite well, Michael, on that question. Costa will stay. He will help us. Chicken, what do you think? Keeping Douglas, with a big, big, big doubt um, if he's able to play a whole, not even a whole game, but a whole season. That's a problem. Or changing him with Gabriel Jesus. That's the question I want to ask you. Let me know what you think about that. Maybe the Chilio and Higuain. I think it's also about let them ding go. So I agree with you, Yanis. Lara, if Juve wins the Champions League, are you going to be happy? Lara, I will tell you. I will tell you something. I hope you are still here so you can see the comments. But here I have a tattoo. Shit. Inter just scored 1-1, 83rd minute with who is it? I can't see it. I think it's Yeah, the other Dutch guy. Disgusted. It is what it is. So here I have a tattoo of Juventus. You see it? It's here. If we win the Champions League, if we win the Champions League, I maybe here because I have some free spots. I will do the trophy of the Champions League or the beautiful Champions League ball. I will tattoo it for sure. I don't know if it's here or maybe on the leg. I will check, but I keep a empty spot. And if I have 1,000 subscribers, if I'm not sure if at that moment I will have them because I said before the 31st of December. But if I have it and we win the Champions League in August, I will try to do a live tattoo session where you can see me tattooing the Champions League trophy live. So I hope you can see that. And then you have Dedunix who's saying Juve won't win the Champions League with those midfielder. You never know. Huh? Champions League will be so strange this year. Really, really, really strange, guys. Because yeah, it will be one games only, in or out. And in one game, everything can happen. So let's see what will happen there. So now we are at 724 subscribers. We have a few to go. If you want to see me doing a Champions League trophy or ball tattoo live, spread the word about the channel. We have to go to 1,000 subscribers. So, Funky Giuseppe, yeah, I will do it. I will do it. Anything can happen. I agree with Lara. And guys, remember the date. Write it down because we are the 28th of June. Yeah. So write it down. And if we win the Champions League and I don't do it, you can take back that video. And after 30 minutes, I said that I would do that tattoo. Okay. So you have proof of evidence. I'm happy that we see that Unix on the channel. Thank you for joining. The first time I see you on the live, I believe. Maybe I'm wrong because I'm starting to be all my memory is a bit crazy. But let's see. Arthur is a nice purchase, but the management needs to add a superstar midfielder such as Pogba, also a classic number 9 and a good right back. Can't agree more. Arthur, I like him, and I'm sure he will be a really great player for Juventus, but it's not enough. So I totally agree with that, Onyx. I love football, who's never sleeping. He's doing the same hours as me. He continued to be on the chat and saying, Ciao, Caden. He's saying, don't you know how hard it is to sign a player like him because he says he will not play. So I couldn't follow about that. Parma Red, Kulusevski is a baller. Watching him versus Inter right now, he will be a good signing. Yes, wait, because they are pressing Inter. Oh my God, that's a real. Oh! I don't know if you were watching, guys, but I hate them. I hate them. But they scored a really beautiful goal. Moses, he made a half turn on himself, and with his left foot, without running, he made a perfect cross for Bastoni, the young defender, 2-1. I hate them. But I try to be objective and honest. Beautiful goal. Beautiful goal. Rocco is saying at Juve, Kulusevski at Juve as a mezzala or an attacking winger. I would love to see him as an attacking winger, because why do we always want to change the positions of player? We tried with Bernardeschi, it's not working. We tried with so many players, it's not working. It's like when you are in your job. For example, people are really good in doing something, and then you are really bad in, I don't know, an example, administration. You are really good in public speaking, but you are bad in administration. Okay, and when you apply for a job, people, they hire you for your competencies, why you are really good at your skills. Okay, they always ask you, tell me what are your, your better skills, and tell me what are your weaknesses. And then you always say, I am perfectionist, because that's everyone is saying that. I did, because I also have to recruit in my life. That's part of my job. And I think in my life I did like 1,000 recruitments or more. And in those 1,000, I think I received 990 times. I received that the weaknesses was being perfectionist. But if you say that administration is one of your weaknesses, and you are not 18, 20 anymore, but you are already 30, 35, when you have some experience, then it's crazy to focus on your weaknesses. Go, and if you want the best productivity of someone, try to focus on his skills. And that's why I want to answer Rocco. I would love to see Kulusevski in an offensive role as a winger or as a trequartista, because he also said that that's his favorite role. So let's try in there, even if he can play on the left or on the right as a mezzala, as a midfielder. So you can use him there from time to time, and maybe in his career he will grow there. But at the moment, I will try there. And if we start with Ramsey, if you are not able to buy a new player, and we start with Bentancur, Arthur, and Ramsey, and Ramsey is injured, then you can play Kulusevski there. But before that, not. Uh, Ciao, Yanis. I don't know if you are leaving, but if you are leaving, thanks for the follow. Thanks for being there. I really appreciate it. Then we have Stansio, who was writing, I think Demiral is very good. In the start of the season, he was in the front of De Ligt, so they can play together. It would be better that Arthur stays to play for Juve now, not next season. He can't. It's not allowed. I will answer the first the end of the question, of the feedback. Arthur can't play for Juventus until the next season, and that's why I wanted to show you not the outfit of Cristiano Ronaldo, not that, but I wanted to show you this tweet. I don't know if you can see it. It's in English, so I can easily read it. It's written: Arthur has asked not to participate in Barca's remaining games of the season in UEFA Champions League, like Werner Leipzig anymore. The Brazilian midfielder feels mistreated by Setien, and he would like to concentrate only on Juventus from August. So now he has to go back for sure. That's a fact, okay? He has to go back, and he has to play with Barcelona. Now there are big discussions, because normally the contract of players stops at the 30th of June. Okay, they are now extended for a few months, but players are not allowed to go in their new team. What they can do is find a mutual agreement with their old team and new team, saying, okay, I don't want to play for you anymore. I'm scared about injuries. I don't have the motivation anymore. I cut my salary for that last part, for example, can be, and they can prefer to start training with their new team. They can do that if they have the agreement of their old team, their new team, and if they agree with that. So that's something they can do, but they cannot start playing. So training, yes; playing, no. Okay. I hope that Pjanic is not asking the same, because we have a Champions League to play, to win. I need that new tattoo. So I want Pjanic to stay until the end of the Champions League. Maybe it will be one game versus Lyon. Maybe it will be a bit more. But indeed, Arthur, we will not have him. And then Demiral is very good. I love him. I said that I saw the Juventus Genoa game. He was not playing that game. He was on the bench for 90 minutes, and I stayed a bit later in the stadium, and I have a picture of that I put on Twitter a few months ago, or I don't remember, weeks. I see at 11:30 p.m. in the evening, the guy was training alone in the stadium. He was training after not playing alone, because he really wanted to progress and to prove himself. So amazing player, and when he played, he did really great. Now pay attention when we compare to De Ligt, because De Ligt He played the whole season until now. Demiral played only from December on until his injury in end of February, if I'm not wrong. He played 7 games, but he played in a high level. So I hope he can go back at that levels. Do we buy Milik from Napoli? I would say, why not as a B plan? Why not? But they are speaking about really crazy things. They are speaking about 40 or 50 millions for Milik. He had just 1 year of contract. Guys, that's exaggerating from De Laurentiis, so no for me. And then looks like he also wants like 5 million. But the guy, if he was earning also something like 2 million now, or 1.8 or 2 million, I don't remember. Going from that to 5, where you know that he played like 3 seasons at Napoli, and 2 of them he was injured. So the guy didn't even prove himself, even if he's a player with a lot of potential. So for all those reasons, I would say no. Now, if we can negotiate him at 10, 15 millions with a salary of 2.5, and we keep the big money to invest in the midfield and on the right back, why not? So what else do we have? This is the best assist in Moses' life. So you were able to see it. Crazy assist. Do you think if Barca did not renew Messi contract and Messi say he want to play with Ronaldo at Juve, that will not happen, Lara? They spoke about it a few months ago, but that I think that would have been a really big gift for the football world. Whatever team you support, seeing those two together before the end of the career of Ronaldo and Messi would have been really a beautiful gift, but it will not happen. It will not happen. Messi is the boss from Barcelona. He decides the players that come, players that goes. He decide how many money he will earn. So will not happen. Unfortunately, Juve under 23 took the stage from elder team. We have talent, Haza, Rafael. Yeah, we start to have good players. I'm happy because a lot of media was saying, wait, because the game ended, so Inter was winning. Then you have Conte, who is happy. I'm not happy, but yeah. A lot of people were saying actually that we made that team just to have profit, to have players. We let them grow and then we sell them for 5 million, 10 millions without really proving themselves in Serie A. And now I'm really happy because the guy deserved them. So they won. They won the Coppa Italia from the D category. Really happy for them. So I was also asking myself, how or what trophy do we miss? We even win that trophy now. So we won the women team, we won this, we won the EA Sport last time. So it's crazy. Juventus is winning everywhere. It's in our DNA. You can say whatever you want. It is like that. So crazy. And we have some talents. Yes, absolutely yes. Ciao, Ste 98, Scambio Douglas Costa, plus 25 million for Gabriel Costa. He would be happy. I discussed that and I said the same. Gabriel Jesus, not Gabriel Jesus. If we can do it, it can be again a profit situation. Can be great, a great deal. Unfortunately, because you know how much I love Douglas Costa. Arthur seems like a visceral guy. All I know is that he comes from a farming family. Therefore, he's a very hardworking guy. We definitely gained. Absolutely, yes. Time of Pjanic was over. Unfortunately, because I really liked him. But Animesh relaunched me on something. Guys, let's speak about that. Let's speak. I think the world has to speak about that. For me, that's really important. Do you see him? So I don't know if you saw my video or not, but who can guess? Who can guess here the price of that outfit? Ciao, I love football. Ciao, man. Who can? My friend Angelo, do you know the price of that Louis Vuitton outfit, my friend? Crazy. The price of that outfit, guys, I will tell you without waiting. The price of that outfit is 1,250 pounds. It's crazy. Only the shirt was 650 euro. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. So he put that on, and yeah. You know what the funny story on that is? He received a lot of feedback from his teammate or ex-footballer Marquisio was laughing, and we know that Marquisio is someone who really loves fashion, but he was laughing with him. We had a yes, Muslim, true. Uh, my friend is saying even if it was for free, I would not take it. Uh, 8,000, that's a lot. But yeah, it was 1,250 pounds. Crazy. Marquisio was laughing with him. Bonucci, Dani Alves made a tweet about it. So a lot of people were laughing with him. I, I said that I would do the tattoo of the Champions League if we won, and I keep saying that, but I will probably not buy that outfit for any reason in the world. And my big friend, because I know him since 30 years now, he knows that I had a lot of different looks in my life, but not that outfit. Whatever happened, I will not do it, guys. Uh, it's really insane. Maybe I have no style, Michael. I think it's not about style. It's a brand. It's a brand. When you are Louis Vuitton, you can try things, and then you have Ronaldo who's pushing it as marketing. He would probably have been paid so many money to do that post. You cannot imagine, guys. If he's winning like 300K to do a post like that, I promise you, I was laughing. But for 300K, you can put whatever clothes on me. I would do the same, guys, and I'm sure you would do the same post without shame. I would be proud of that beautiful outfit. Let's see it last time. I would be proud. I tell you, proud of putting that outfit. So Louis Vuitton, if you're watching the channel, I say to all of you guys, pay me even 100K, and I put that outfit and I put it on Instagram, on Twitter, on Discord, whatever you want. So the guys, people that are not following me, I'm everywhere. We have a nice Telegram channel where some of you are in. We chat about football, about everything. I also start tweeting about the videos. If you don't have the notification ring on, I put it on Telegram. So go for it, subscribe, do, so we can really start to grow that community, not only in lives, but also in chat. I will take that outfit away now. It's no. Here we are. Guys, after the games, and that's an announcement I'm doing, I will do two announcements. So after the game, I'm doing lives where sometimes I'm really happy, sometimes not. People that saw my lives, they know how I react. And I started to invite people after 30 minutes. So guys, if you really want to join one day a live reaction after Juventus game, and you want to be happy and celebrate with me, or you want to be really angry, let me know. Again, I said I'm everywhere on social media, so let me know. Let me know if you want to join, and then you can. I give you the link. You join, and we do a party all together. That's really fine. That's the first announcement, and then on Friday, this Friday, I think it's the third or the fourth. I don't. Let me check what date it will be. Um, Let me check. I don't have the calendar here. So on Friday, it will be the third. Friday the third, in the evening. I will do a live with someone really good. I don't know if you will listen to some podcast or not, but there is someone really important um, from the podcast of Juventus who will join me for a live. I will not tell too much. I will not spoil, but I can guarantee with you it will be something giant. Who's the greatest player or football player from all time for me? Alessandro Del Piero. Look, one. That's another one. That's my boy. That's my boy. You know why? probably I'm not really objective when I'm saying that, because we know that players like Messi, Maradona, Ronaldo, they did probably much more. They won so much more. Uh, so I'm not objective, but Del Piero is the guy that made me really fall in love with Juventus, with football. I always say, I started my career together with Del Piero. He started his career as a professional football player at Juventus in '93, and I started my real professional supporter career in '93 with him. I was already supporting thanks to Baggio, Schillaci, and the '90s World Cup. So I was starting to support Juventus, but and also because my father is a Juventino, so it's a family thing. But the guy, the captain, as we said, animation captain, Pinturicchio. He's the guy for me, the biggest. And I will tell you something. Some of you were not born yet. I was, but the guy was so strong. And then unfortunately, he had that injury versus Udinese in '98, and he never came back to the level he was. But if you have the opportunity to watch some old vintage games from '93 to '97, '96, '97, those years where he was scoring goals after goals in Champions League versus Dortmund and so on, Il Tiro alla Del Piero, what Dybala is starting to do also, guys, it was a phenomenon. It was the best of all time. He was competing with the other Ronaldo, the number 9. He was so good, guys, you cannot imagine. It's a pity that YouTube was not existing and I didn't have the chance to comment his games on the live, because it was something. When I speak about him, I have the goosebumps. Justin Clever to Juve. His father was great. His father was really great. Him, I don't know. What is my friend saying? Even if you reach the 1K, for the outfit, yeah, I will put it on. I'm convinced now. Ciao Juan. Juan is joining the Discord team. I hope you are doing well, Juan. So the guys have a really nice Discord. Sometimes when I have a lack of inspiration or I have no time to really find the news, I go on the Discord and they're always giving me updates. They are great. The guys are really great. Uh, why Sarri did not change Juve a style of playing like Napoli years ago? He tried to, but he doesn't have the material. If I will tell you something, if they hire you to build a house, and if they give you bananas, you are not able to build a house of bananas. It's not possible. And that's actually what happened with Juventus. You want to play Sarri ball, but with players who has the opposite of Sarri ball. And that's why I always say, even Guardiola, if he would have joined, he would not have been able to do crazy things. I believe Sarri was there to start a bit the team to go to the Guardiola era. And I don't know if you followed, maybe yes, maybe not. Uh, Guardiola said to Manchester City, he said it today, guys, he will not extend his contract. So next year, is his last year as a trainer of Manchester City. And we know that trainers, most of the time, they never train a last year, because players are not starting to listen to them anymore and blah, blah, blah. They know that they are already thinking about something else. So wait for it. I don't say that Guardiola will be there next season, but guys, really early, I tell you, something is happening. Maybe now, maybe next year, but it is happening. Just saying. 98, 10 goals in the Champions League. Bravo, Sufyan. Gabriel Charles. Ciao, Gabriel. Do you have any family that like Torino? I have family that lives in Torino. Luckily, they are all for Juventus. Unfortunately, and that's I will tell you, unfortunately, some of my family members like Inter. We'll not speak about that, okay? My father, for example, he was born in an Inter family with my grandfather. He's not here anymore, but my grandfather was for Inter. So I always say my father is a legend because he's a rebel, you know? He went against his family and he said, "No, I don't like Inter. I am for Juventus." So big up for my father. Uh, we have some bananas in the team. I told you, yeah, it is what it is. Announce Momblano. I can't announce Momblano, Animesh. I'm sure he will come on the channel. I'm sure about that. So, Momblano, Luca, if you are watching, please, you know, people are saying announce Momblano. Luca, I tell you in English. Te lo dico in italiano. La gente qui ti aspetta, Luca. Vieni sul canale, vieni a parlare con noi. Vieni a lasciare qualche bomba, spiegaci il tuo mestiere. Luca, boom, boom, boom. We are waiting for you. So publicly announced, I need him on the channel and he will come. But today I cannot guarantee you. Last time he said to me, we will organize it. He didn't came back yet. So maybe he will from the moment I have 1,000 subscribers. Maybe yes, maybe no. So now we are 724. We missed a bit. So let's go for it and we will try to sign Momblano. Not sign, but announce Momblano. What do you think about Benzema? Big player, especially playing with Ronaldo. Absolutely, yes, great one. Now, it's not really my favorite one, and also, you know, try to find something new. I saw the name of Haaland coming. If I could choose, I would prefer Haaland instead of Benzema or Icardi, younger players. But yeah, what do you think about Rabiot and Ramsey? Wait, what age? First, I will answer that one. What age do you think Buffon is going to retire? I believe for sure he will continue next year. If next year we win the Champions League, would be amazing. I believe also that Buffon maybe he wants to go to the next World Cup. Who knows? Not as a first keeper, huh? But if he can be the third keeper, so that means that next year we have the Euro, and then the year after, immediately we have the World Cup. Huh? So if he can go there, he really wants to do the record of 6 World Cups because he missed it 4 years ago. Let's see what will happen there. But yeah, but you know, as a second at the moment, he's doing really okay. Huh? I'm happy with Buffon as a second goalkeeper. Uh, what do you think about Rabiot and Ramsey? That was the question of Gabriel. So Gabriel, I always was against Rabiot because it's not the first year that he was linked to Juventus. So I always said that I was against him. He had problems with the national team in France. He had problems with PSG. We know that his mother is not the easiest one. By the way, now we have another mother, crazy mother, Lucia de Melos. If you follow my channel in the videos, you know her already. She's crazy, but that's fine. That's a problem for September. But so I never want him. But from the moment he came, I was like, okay, let's support him because he's part of the team. So I supported him, and he did a really beautiful preseason where he played well. Then he started the season, and for 1 or 2 games he played bad, and he was benched. And Sarri said, mentally, he's not ready. He suffered the fact of some critics. He was not ready mentally to be in Serie A yet. So let him grow. I think it's a player with potential. I believe, yes. I believe it's a player with potential, but again, mentally, it's not strong. It's not strong, and I don't like. At Juventus, we say like grinta. You know, we need grinta. If you don't have grinta, go away. Fino alla fine, fighting until the end. He doesn't have that. So for me, he missed a crucial point. And then a second thing, what we missed with the problem with Rabiot is he's earning way too much, 7 million plus 2. It's too much. Look at Arthur now, 5 million, and that's the strategy of Juventus now. Starting to recruit a bit younger players and to reduce the salaries because it's too much. So that's Rabiot and Ramsey, amazing. I was about to buy his shirt. I didn't at the end, and this season is a bit with some shadows. Being yeah, injured, then he plays, then he needs a bit time to come back, etc., etc. But he's great, a quality player. I love him for that. But also him too. It's made of crystal, unfortunately. Um, Benvinda Lucia. Yeah, that's in Portuguese. It means welcome, Lucia. I said it, I tweeted it, so Marco knows about it. He already retired from Azzurri. Yes, he retired, but he went also away from Juventus, and at the end, he came back. So who knows? As a third keeper, like Peruzzi. Peruzzi did the same. He went at the World Cup in 2006, and he became world champions without playing, but he was there. So you never know. Um, I regret that Pepe Marotta left Juve for Inter. I don't know if Paratici is prepared for the job. That's a big question. And guys, I will tell you, Stancio, I will tell you that I don't regret. Uh, for me, Paratici is more than prepared, but it's a long video. I will make a video about that. I will really make a dedicated video about that because that's a really long discussion. We are here since now a bit more than an hour. I will stay for a few more quick questions, but this is really something that takes a lot of time to answer. But I take it into consideration, Stansu. I will try to make a video, or next time, maybe if you join in the beginning of the live, I will take time to answer you. Swain says, Ciao Giuseppe, if there was another swap with Barcelona, they are interested in the Chilio. Who would you like between Sergi Roberto and Nelson Semedo? Semedo, yes, I really like Semedo and we need him. But I believe the Chilio deal is over. The Chilio deal was actually to balance and equalize actually Pjanic and De Chilio for Arthur because he has a value of 10 million, and you see now that's the difference. Now with another injury and so on, Barcelona is not more interested than that in De Chilio. They wanted to take him because of Juventus saying we will not pay any cash for Arthur, so we have to give two players, and they saw him as a good replacement to play left and right. Now that the deal is done, he will not go. But Semedo was someone I like. Absolutely, yes. Uh, Something we have to be clear. Loretta, I always wanted for my wife to be a Juventus fan. Will you marry me? And Lara is saying I'm a boy. So we clarified that situation. Uh, Coach of Atalanta to Juve, Gasperini. He was our youth coach years ago. And the problem, if you take Gasperini again, you change everything because he loves to play with three men. And don't forget, Gasperini is an amazing, good coach. But when he started at Inter, they sacked him really quickly because he was not. It's not an easy guy. Gasperini, he has his ideas. He goes for it. So pay attention. Playing from 4-3, it's not like, okay, it's not FIFA 20, you change a formation and the players understand. It takes time, guys, to play in a 3 formation because everything that you explain to 2 players, you have to explain to 3 players. If one move, the 2 other ones have to be careful for the third one. When you play with 2, it's a lot more easier to understand each other. So it will not happen. And when Gasperini went to Atalanta, it took some time before arriving at the level they are now and last year already. So I don't believe he will come back at Juventus. But he's a great one. He's a good coach to start a project with. Absolutely, yes. Few questions more. What has happened for you to Sari? What has to happen for you to sack Sari after this season? Winning nothing, that's one thing, but also I believe relation between Sarri and players is something really important. If they have no affinity, if they don't follow him, Cristiano Ronaldo, if he doesn't get along with him, then then it's difficult to keep him. Yeah, absolutely. So I believe trophies, absolutely, and the players. So I believe end of the season. Look, I told you about Guardiola, guys. If Guardiola is free in September, I can guarantee you Sarri is not the coach anymore for Juventus. If Guardiola says I want to take 1 year more, free like he did after I don't remember, I think Bayern or Barcelona, I believe, I don't remember. Or if he train 1 year more at City, then we will probably wait with Sarri. But let's see. Hakimi is a big signing for Inter. Absolutely, yes. Amazing signing. I believe Conte now is super happy. Hakimi is the Delicht of the wing, playing as a winger. A top player, young player, great player. I like him. But it is not a Juventus player. Because again, Hakimi is not able to defend. Watch the game Bayern versus Dortmund this season. He was he was dead because he had so much pressure for Bayern. He had to play, and he was really bad in that game. So he's an offensive player for a 3-5-2, not for Juventus, but indeed, really, really great. Um, would you keep making videos even after this COVID-19 situation? Look, Michael, that's a great question. Absolutely, yes. Why? I started the channel on the 2nd of January 2020, so beginning of the year. I started a bit for fun, a bit because I had an objective, and we played a few games, and then pandemic in March. So I didn't find really my way of doing it. I did no live. I was doing post games with my father and so on. So it was a bit strange for me also, to understand where you want to go and what people love, because I love to hear from my audience what they love, what not. So and then pandemic, and in a way I was happy because that gave me the time to progress, to find my way, to be more comfortable in front of the camera in speaking, because I speak as a job. I also publicly speak before a lot of audience, and I love it because, but the difference when you have an audience in front of you and you see their eyes, their smile or their faces, you can adapt. When you're speaking alone in front of the camera, that's really difficult because you don't know what are people thinking. Are they watching you? Are they listening to you? Do they like what you are saying, your intonation or not? It's really difficult. So if you see, and English is not my first language, so I'm happy that this happened in a way, because I stood home and I learned a lot. I developed a lot, and now that football is back, absolutely, because if I'm doing it, I'm doing it for football now. And I finish with this question, answering that in my job, in my normal job, I'm traveling a lot in Europe, and I work quite early, quite late. Sometimes I have planes at 6 a.m. in the morning. I sleep in a hotel, then I come back the other day. Sometimes it's 10 in the evening, or 1 a.m. in the morning. So it depends a lot, and that will change my agenda for sure. It will change my agenda. It will be something unusual, special. I will have to deal with. But now that the community is growing and starting. Um, I believe also, when I was in the hotel alone at my work, now I can do some live, and you can be with me and we can talk about Juventus. So that's amazing in a way. So yes, Jazz is joining. Ciao, Jazz. Jazz is always commenting the channel. Thank you. Kulusevski was great tonight. Yes, unfortunately, Inter won with an amazing assist of Moses. Amazing one. What do you think about Moreno? Angelo, we take him from Barcelona last year. He had to be the new phenomenon of the Juve. Uh, he played some good games, yes, but he was not consistent, not good. And if Juventus let him go, there is a reason. So yeah, Pablo Moreno was okay. Now not wow. And look at the occasion we had. Felix Correa, it's the new baby Ronaldo, guys. We did the first part of his medicals today. Tomorrow, the second part of his medicals. He will be an amazing talent. He play on the wing, so it can be the new. It's called the baby Ronaldo. We were not able to sign Joao Felix last year, and now we have Felix Correa. Great one. He will start with under 23, with 23 with the young ones, but he will be able sometimes to train with the A team and to play some games. So a good one. Just read some news that Agnelli, Nedved, and Paratici are convinced that Sarri isn't the suitable coach for Juve and will sack him whatever he wins a Scudetto or not. I believe also, I'm Muslim. I believe it will be over. Let's see. Um, Hakimi is like Cancelo. Yes. Do you think I can be a pro? Do you think I can do academy? Lara, I don't know you, bro. I wish for you. The only thing I say is there will always be better as you in your life. Always. But the way, the intensity, the passion you put in your job, in your passion, in your hobby, in your family, in whatever you do, nobody can decide this for you. Good night, Hassan. Nobody can decide it for you. You are the person that decide how much you want to go for it. And that's the only thing I can say to you. If you want to go for it, go 2000%, and then you will succeed or not. And if you don't succeed, then you can only say, I did everything I could, So, but I don't know you, so I don't know if you will succeed. Ciao, Z is from Lebanon. She's my friend from Lebanon. Z, she posts sometimes videos of me. Every time she posts a story on Instagram, the players are watching her story. That's crazy. But she's a really good friend, and I hope that soon I can have her on a live Q&A. So we have to organize that. Z, really happy that you joined. Animesh is saying, Lara, sign with Juve, you will become a pro. Consistency, man. Lara, focus on it if you really want it. We want another victory on Tuesday. That's our priority now. Forza Juve. Guys, I don't know what's happened, but we started the live with 6-7 people, and how longer we go in the live, how more people we have. We have now 23, 24 people on the live. It's something crazy because it's more than midnight now. It's midnight 14. Normally we do 1 hour. It's fine to go a bit more, but we will leave, guys. It was amazing. Thank you. For the people that didn't subscribe yet, subscribe. I repeat it. I promised Lara that if Juventus win the Champions League and we have 1,000 subscribers, we will do a live Champions League tattoo somewhere. I don't know. I here not because I have already the Juventus one, but let's do that. So thank you for following. Share the channel with everyone you know. We have to focus now on Tuesday, and I see you tomorrow morning for a new video about what they are saying about our beloved Juventus international and Italian papers. Thank you. Ciao. Forza here. Forza Juve. Ciao.